supposed to look at the camera?
All right, here we go. That's up to you, man. You can do cartwheels, backflips.
What do you
whatever
do?
wanna I'm going to stand here and look at the camera,
You
look
look
at
at-
you,
all right,
look at
okay.
him. All right. Here we go. We are back. It is episode something I don't know yet. We'll decide that later. It is the Metal Roundtable. I am Metal Robin. With me, as always, is the great
Carcass John.
But that is not what we are here to
No.
talk about today, is it? Because we have got a legend in our midst. Do you have any idea who that might be?
That
Out of the
would
three of
be-
us?
Legends dead.
The legend.
Legends are dead, aren't they?
Oh,
You're
no.
definitely not dead.
No, he's
so-
a living legend.
We have got the great Wino with us from The Obsessed, and what else? Can-
I did some stuff with Victor with in Place of Skulls,
Place of Skulls,
Hidden Hand,
Spirit Caravan.
Caravan. I did something with David on the Probot. It's been a rich history. I feel really lucky.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Cool.
So I'm gonna hit you with an easy one. How's the tour going?
Tour's going good. We were now in Texas, which is like my favorite part of the tour.
Beautiful.
And so yeah, it's been really good so far. We're having a lot of fun.
Cool. Safe travels. What'd you do during lockdown?
What I did during lockdown was we grew some. Well, over summertime, I grew some weed. Plotting destruction.
Plot of destruction.
What did
Beautiful.
you do? Did you do anything musically, or you write just
I
songs?
wrote some songs that hopefully will be on the next Obsessed record, and we are planning on doing another one. We're in negotiation. Well, actually, we pretty much agreed that we were going to do it on Ripple. And,
Cool.
Great
yeah.
label.
Killer
Yeah,
label.
Todd's my hero because Forever Gone was the name of my last solo record,
Yeah.
and I thought it was going to be Forever Gone because it was due to come out like right when Beloved hit or whatever, and I thought it was going to be over, and the mastering house burned right before that too. You know what I mean? So there's like two major mastering places, or not mastering, but actual pressing plants, I think. is what it
Yep.
is.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah. And so basically, I thought I was doing it. And he called me and said, "Man, we're going ahead with the release date, going ahead with everything." And I was like, "Wow, he's my hero, man." You know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Todd,
great label.
Yeah, he's a badass. That is fantastic. So we gotta always somebody that's been around. You've been around for a while. What is the greatest fucking thing about doing this?
When all three members of the band have a fucking good night, man. You know, like when it's a nice big show and the PA is right and everything's right and everybody has a good show. You know, that's magic there.
Nothing.
Because sometimes you can have I could feel like I had a phenomenal show, and Brian would say, "Oh man, worst show I've done." Well, no, I thought he played great, but we have you set high standards for yourself. But when all three people can have a good show and it's like everything is perfect. That's what I live for.
Oh yeah. Now you were saying something to the Carcass a minute ago about hanging out in the Catskills for a while.
Yeah. Well, my girl, probably sooner than my wife, we'll see.
Right on.
She's got a house in the Catskills she bought, and they were able to put a deposit on that house partially because her ex-old man got completely brutalized by the New York cops, and I guess he used part of that money to put a deposit down in this old house, and 1836 I think it was building, and there's a big addition put on there that's the jam room, and we had some work done on it, so now we got a really nice jam room. That's where my motorcycle is right now, chained up to the wall.
Chained up to the motorcycle.
Inside chained up.
Motorcycle is chained to the wall inside.
Yeah.
Okay.
'Cause I'm not there.
That's rock and roll right there.
That
I don't
is
care who you are.
rock and roll.
That and my guitars and all that. That's really the only things I have that are worth anything.
Now your lady's not chained up in there.
My lady? No,
Yeah.
she'll be here. She's coming here.
Okay,
All
thank
right.
you. I was gonna say because I mean,
No.
But-
Well, I mean, not
Okay.
not on that particular.
See, now you're treading on thin ice there.
No, not
Rob.
really. Not
No,
really.
just
Not really.
don't chain up the old lady unless everybody's on board.
She likes to get chained up.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. So, way back at the beginning, what got you rolling with The Obsessed? Give us a little brief history of The Obsessed.
Okay, I mean, I felt like that since I was young, really young. I just came out of my being a baby and just realized I wanted to play guitar. I swear, that's all I ever wanted to do. And I remember completely fascinated by the Monkees, I was completely fascinated by the Beatles. My dad was in IBM. First, when I was born, he was in the service in the Air Force, but he got out real quick. So then he got into IBM. I guess they were kind of like the vanguard. So we were moving city to city initially. But I spent some time in Temple, Texas.
Yeah.
Which I love. That's like when I started to have really great memories, because I would just walk down the creek, and there she is right there.
Let this lady in.
Go around back. Go around the other way. Hey.
There you go. Production value.
Production value.
Yeah,
Hell
we do this all the time.
Yeah.
So anyways, really loved Texas. Moved around quite a bit. Ended up in Canada, and then we ended up in Maryland when I was 8. And that's when I started taking guitar lessons. And I took lessons from this cat, and we would do like a half an hour, like 15 minutes. We would do the book. 15 minutes we would jam. That's what's really cool about this guy. I'm like, I didn't take it very long, but what he taught me was invaluable. He taught me to like hammer down and pull off with my left hand. And he was always about use your right hand. Like he's a big Roy Buchanan fan and all that. Pre Eddie Van Halen. So maybe I had a few things in my life that really helped me get into the rock. Another thing was there was a radio station back there. There was an AM radio station run by this guy named Barry Richards, was a DJ. And dude, they played some wild ass shit. But they played some great shit on AM back then. Like I remember sitting on the school bus listening to DOA.
Wow.
Freaking out. Okay, and then of course, then there's this is even weird. Fucking Georgetown University is like a fucking Jesuit college, right?
Right.
But WGTB on weekend nights, WGTB was the fucking station, and on that station I heard Rocky Erickson. I remember one night I was hanging with this chick, and she had this big old Lincoln. Their parents would bang back to Lincoln. They played Budgie in for the Kill in its entirety nonstop.
Come on.
I'm not kidding you, dude.
Wow.
So that was like that helped, and then it turns out I was also getting tutored by this other girl who lived behind me who was older than me, and she was like a really amazing acoustic guitar player. And she turned me on to like I knew about Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young and this and that, but she really got me into Allman Brothers, and I got really deep into Neil Young and everything, and she diverted me. So.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah,
and then Vitus comes along somewhere in this.
Well, what happened was we put the Obsessed together, and first we were like a punk band. We were high energy. We wanted to be high energy. And we got this crazy lead singer, and we did that for a while. That was actually a pretty dynamic part of the band.
I think that Henry had a demo from that, and I actually heard it, and it is very punkish. It doesn't sound anything like Incarnate or one of those records.
No, and he had a pretty distinct voice, and it was great, man. It really was. The only thing about it was he was kind of prima donna, and eventually he started stealing the band. So then the bass player Mark Lowry says to me, "Why don't you sing? And let's be a three-piece." And I was like, "Whoa, I wasn't ready for that, but it seemed like the only thing to do." And so we started doing that. And then I realized that if we tuned a half step down, that it would all come into focus, vocally. So that's what we did, and that's how the Obsessed was born.
Okay.
And then we spun our wheels for a while, on the East Coast, whatever. We played some shows, Philly, New York City, based in DC, Baltimore. But we never really did much. And then we had this lady managing us, and she went down to California and shopped us to Metal Blade.
Okay.
Because she was friends with Elvis Ferret, she had just done that move to all those movies,
Right. Yeah.
So we got a deal with Metal Blade. Okay. Brian Slagle gave us a deal, but the deal was that you could put one song on the compilation, and then you get a full, right? But on the fucking compilation, Metal Massacre 6 is right when thrash hit. We did a version of Iron and Stone on that record. No, Concrete Cancer. But that's when Possessed, Nasty Savage, Dark Angel, all those bands were on that record. It's that's when Slayer had just come out and gone through the roof. And so basically, Brian Slagle reneged on the deal. And so then we'd already recorded the full length ourselves because we figured if we already had it in the can ourselves and owned it, it would be way easier than to shop it and sell it because I thought it produced pretty well. So then I had it in limbo. So
this is the first Obsessed record.
It's the first Obsessed record.
Okay.
So it's still in
Yeah.
limbo when I decide, fuck, I'm going nowhere here. And somebody said, well, turn me on to St. Vitus. And they said that they're playing down at this place in DC. So it turns out they missed the gig. All right, they missed the gig because they left their singer in this is before cell phones. They left their singer in Roanoke by accident because two people would sleep up top. One dude got to use a payphone, dude got out to take a shit, the other dude got back in, and that was it.
They were gone.
Right. Because of that, they missed the gig. But because they missed the gig, they stayed over at a friend of mine's house who turned them on to the Obsessed. Right. The dude's invited us. Now Scott, the singer, knew he was going to leave. So when they came back through with the Brood, I think it was, they played this little place in DC, and then Scott Rieger said to me, he goes, man, I'm getting ready to leave. Why don't you replace me? He wanted me to replace me. See, he had an okay there at Chandler. right? So it wasn't like an easy in. Like at the time, I had my fucking pineapple hairdo. I mean, just a phase, I mean, I felt we were doing that shit before anybody. I mean, we were doing that shit before Lord's in the Church or anybody like that, But I used to get the white makeup, do my arms real careful. I'd put paint my fingers blue. I mean, it looked like you just pulled me out of the river. I mean, that's what you're going for.
Right.
But anyway, so then Chandler's like, oh, he looks like a fat. So, but I was already going with hair because, that was just a phase. It was a cool phase, but it was just a phase.
So the thing with Metal Blade doesn't work out, but the record comes out.
No, the record's not out yet. He reneged on the fucking full length.
Okay.
His deal was one song on the comp, the Metal Master comp, and then you would get a full length. But because right when the comp came out, that's when thrash hit, and I guess he deemed our kind of music wasn't fucking good enough for
not thrash.
Right.
So I had it in the can, right? So I still have it in the can when I joined Vitus.
Right.
I'm getting there.
Okay, yeah.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. So
this is all you, brother.
So basically, Rieger's asked me to join the band, so I have to prove myself to David. So I hadn't really been officially, said, yeah, you're in the band here, but I already knew that was. And so I decided I'm moving to California. I'm going to take my strobe tuner with me. I'm going to put a little piece of paper on there so they know what to tune to, half step down from my voice. And then we're going to I was determined to join that band. Let's put it that way. And I knew when I joined that band that I wasn't joining that band to make money. I was joining that band for fame. I knew we were going to struggle. It's just because the music was heavy and that's what I wanted to do.
Right.
And so basically I joined Vitus. So once we were over there, then of course SST just proved to be completely I mean, yeah, they would put out the record, but they were totally lame. They never fucking paid us any royalties. So David's having no contract. One day we called out SST and they're like, hey, these German contracts, and they want to bring you over to Europe. We're like, yeah. We were like, will you make us some shirts? He's like, no. Give us some tour support? He's like, no. But here's the deal. And so basically we went over there, and that was Hellhound. Hellhound was a label and a booking agency at the same time in these cats, right? And so basically what happened is that they signed Vitus. We had to sign up with them. So then once we were signed with Hellhound, then I was like, look, guys, I'll do the next Vice album, but I really want you to put this out too. I was sort of a little bit twisting their arm, but then when they heard it, they wanted it. And then I asked David Hayes, okay, if we got tour, and he said, yeah. Of course, that changed later. So they then put out the fucking first record, self-titled.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, I had to carry it through airport, man, and they can't be X-rayed. So I was always like, these can't be X-rayed. I had a supervisor, all this battle here in the airport, but got it over there.
So you're literally carrying the master tape.
Master tapes.
Okay.
Through, and
wow.
I know you can't X-ray them.
No.
So this is the days before, this is pre-911, so they weren't, I mean, you could still do stuff, but as far as the tapes go, I wasn't trying to get it fucked up. So I got them through, and I think they did a good job, and I recorded that record with this guy, Ray Chilkins, who's a genius guy, Right, so then I sort of became like the talent scout for the Hellhound, the German label.
Okay.
And then I got Internal Void, a bunch of Maryland bands signed on that label. So that's how the Obsessed came about, And then, now I'm in Vitus. So I toured a couple times. David said, yeah, he didn't mind, but then of course he did, and it became a big issue. Then I had to choose. So of course I chose the Obsessed. And so that started off the whole thing of us, doing some smaller tours in the U.S. And then we did Lunar Womb with Scott Reeder. And I mean, the story can get a little intense here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't
we
know.
can handle it.
We're all
I know
about
you
intensity.
can handle it.
We can
And
handle
I know
it.
I can handle it. But I mean, maybe I'll just have to handle it later.
Yeah.
All right, so I met Scott Reeder at this jam. When I was in Vitus, we went to this fucking coastal party, and I had a jam with Scott Reeder on drums. He's actually just as good drummer as he is bass player. I drummed Mario Lally from Yawning Man and That's It, Jessen.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Playing bass. And see, they just knew me as a singer from Vitus. Nobody knew I could play guitar yet. So I picked up the guitar, we started playing, and we had this magical jam. Then after that, me and Reeder agreed that we would get together at some point. It took a really long time, but at some point we did. And so then basically I said, listen, Germany's contacted me about going over again and doing the second record. And I said, I asked Scotty, I said, do you want to do this? And he said, no, because his old lady was really uptight and thought that should be a brand new name, all this shit. Okay, I get it. Okay. So I get this other play bass, this biker cat named Danny Hood, and he was amazing, man. He used to have he played a fucking EB3 long scale with 2 acoustic fucking 375 heads and a huge cabinets. I mean, he wasn't fucking around, and he was a fantastic motorcycle mechanic. He had his killer chopper way back when. He worked at Jammer, man. This guy was the dude. And unfortunately, he So he was in the band. We were going to go to Europe and everything. And unfortunately, he bought a motorcycle to resell. And as he they were clowning around. They were drunk, I think, maybe in Kingston. They were clowning around, and I guess they were doing the stand on the seat type thing, I think. And anyways, he had an accident and went to go and died. So okay, that was really a drag. So now I've got the tour still coming up though. So I call Scotty back. This time, now he wants to do it. Now it's okay to use the Obsessed. So that was it. So that was, he was in the band. We recorded Lunar Womb. We did a tour, and at the end of the tour, we recorded the record. And then, but then.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Here comes the bomb.
As he takes a long sip off his beer.
I mean, I've known old Nick Oliveri for a long time because, Vitus would overlap with them. The Obsessed played with Carcass in the day. So he was the bass player of Carcass. We did this tour. It was like Obsessed, it was Carcass, it was Wolf, like another DC band, kind of, there's some Scream. Right. So, three bands. So we go through a lot of bullshit, like we do some small shows, sleeping on the dwarves floor, and I get beat up real bad in fucking, I got beat up real bad in Pinole, which is outside Berkeley, because one of the other bands, I think the story was they were listening to NWA or something. And these gang members came through around the gas station, we're all gassing up. And I think something else happened, but I'm just going to go with the official story. And anyways, they didn't like the music they listened to, so the whole gang in service. They grabbed Reader, and people lifted him up, and I was the only one to move to help him. I was like, he was my band, my friend. Like, took a couple steps, I was like, hey man, they just dropped Reader. Reader is not a small kid, by the way. I mean, he had him up off the ground. This dude turns around, and man, he hit me so hard that I flew into the range of my drummer who was gassing the van up. And my face was completely fucked up, perforated lips, my eye. I looked like a monster, So, this day, the next day, we had hardly any money. We would change for sandwiches. All the vans were late. The hot sun was waiting to get in the venue, whatever. And I'm all beat up. And that's when Reader and Josh Homie had a little private lunch where they had steaks, all this kind of elaborate shit, while the rest was starving. They basically plotted for him to leave the Obsessed. They were going to kick out Nick, and they were going to take Scott Reader. But they didn't tell Nick, and Reader didn't tell me. So basically, we couldn't make the last show because I was just beat up too bad. We didn't want to go. We didn't want to drive all the way up to what's that city up above Seattle?
Tacoma, Washington, Spokane.
Spokane. We didn't want to do the Spokane show because it just seemed like too much. So basically, right at that time, we're going back to LA, and Nick goes, I want to go see my girlfriend in LA. So he jumps in the van with us. The Reader goes with Homie, and that was it. It was crazy. Isn't that crazy? But the thing about it is kind of underhanded, not a girl like that, and man, it's like I like.
So
the twists and turns.
The twists and turns of rock and roll.
Yeah. So I mean, they have to wind back around later sometimes. Yeah. I can talk all day long.
Yeah. No, that's great. That's great, brother.
So the show that you're doing tonight here in Arlington, we're grateful for the Division Brewery and Growl Records. This is really a killer setup.
It's really cool.
So is this what number of? Are you already into the tour? 5 or 6 shows?
Yeah, I think this is like the 7th show.
Seventh show.
I think, yes.
So all the rust is off, and you're running on all cylinders.
Well, I got asked to do something really interesting tomorrow during the day. I have to kind of officiate a wedding. There's a friend of mine. There's a friend of mine.
That I didn't know.
Well, I didn't know either. A friend of mine. He's the vice president of Austin Banditos. He's also a mechanic friend of mine who did some work on my motorcycle. So I've been going back and forth to Austin and back, me and my girl, several times to get my bike together. He did some fabrication for me. I had his guys painted. It came out great. So anyway, Matt said, hey, are you ordained? I'm like, I'm ordained in chaos. He says, perfect.
Ordained in chaos.
Here's our guy right
He said,
here.
basically, instead of so I took it real serious and laid out this whole thing with what I thought, get the support club to fucking cook the pig, say your vows, ring bears, all that shit, but that's not what he really wanted to do. I think basically what it's going to be a party, and I'm going to announce. They've been married already. It's been a while now, but I think we're really good friends, man. And he wanted me to do it, and I want to do it. That's happening tomorrow during the day, and then I'll do the Ripple.
Ripple Fest down in. Is that down in? That's outside of.
No, wait a second. Tomorrow's Ripple Fest. and then wedding day is the day that we play the lost.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, don't get
I'm
those two.
I'm a little
Don't get those
confused
two
myself.
confused. 'Cause somebody's going to be unhappy.
I would not. Yeah.
No, that's awesome. Well, I got to tell you, brother, I very much appreciate you spending a few minutes with us. This has been great. There's a lot of firsts tonight. I said it on the interview with Eric earlier. I've never seen The Obsessed. I've never seen Skull. And I've never seen Henry play drums.
Oh, come on, man.
I've never seen
I
it.
mean, well, you're in for
You're in for a real treat.
If that was the only thing that's happened, you'd still be in for it.
Oh, he
He's
is.
the fucking fantastic.
Yeah, I've known him for several years
And he
now.
is the real. He is the real. I mean, he's what really is pulling us all together. I mean, when he joined Vitus, man, he was pretty fire in that band. I mean,
Oh, he's a machine.
When Armando died, I mean, it would have been over for Vitus. I mean, at Vitus, we did reunite. But yeah, and he breathed fire into that stuff, man. You know?
He's a great friend, and he's a high energy guy.
Yeah, he's a
And
workhorse.
he's the one that's going to make this happen.
And
so that's
he
cool.
lives and breathes music, you know. And
Yeah.
not to mention he's got the museum.
He's
Oh,
gonna-
he does have the museum. That house is insanity.
It is insanity.
I tried to follow in his footsteps, but I'm like a junior varsity version of Henry.
Oh, but you're not far behind. You got a great place too.
See, Henry has this natural ability to make money, like you know.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
I know.
and that's important too.
Yeah.
We're all just riding his coattails,
Yeah.
no matter what we're involved in.
I think
with
it's the music, and the music always pulls together. Rock pulls together, no matter where I am. No matter where I am, somebody will come up to me and say, "Dude, I love your shit." I mean, that's my reward.
it. Yeah. Oh,
That's my
yeah.
reward all the way.
Right. So we'll hit you with one last question, and we'll let you go because I know your lady came in.
She's got him.
Yeah. So what is ahead for Vitus and the Obsessed?
Well, I'm out of Vitus. I'm not
Yeah.
saying Vitus anymore.
All done with Vitus.
Yeah, all done with Vitus. You know, it wasn't really my choice, but you know, at the same time, I think it was probably good for my health. Gotta walk the walk, man. You know, Vitus was a heavy band. I had to get really low to be in that band. But the Obsessed is still cooking strong. Basically, all I do, I play acoustic guitar as Wino, and then the Obsessed. I think we're gonna do a couple records for Ripple.
Awesome.
Sweet.
Yep.
That's
Fantastic.
awesome. Are you guys playing Psycho Vegas?
I'm playing acoustic at Psycho Vegas.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of people are like, you know, wondering what's going to happen, and I guess I do. But I mean,
If you brought the boys with you, you never know. I'm sure you could borrow a cab and a guitar.
well,
and
at
a-
this point in time, I'm surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if we could probably get on that bill because I guess all the black metal bands couldn't come over.
Oh, that's right.
Friday, I think the one day is like the whole day. That was like all black metal days. I mean, sure, that was like a large part of the people coming.
Yeah, Emperor and some
Mayhem.
and all those. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't really know why that have nothing to do with what's on their side or our side or whatever it is. All I know is the whole thing.
Well,
Right on.
there you go. So there's a nice update from the legendary, well, not legendary because you're not
The
dead.
living legend.
The living legend.
Living legend.
Point in time, like you say whatever you want to say.
Hey man, thank you for coming on with us. I really appreciate it.
Well, check you out.
Safe
See you
travels,
out.
brother. I look forward to the set. Awesome, man.
Right on.
Cheers,
See ya.
brother. There he goes, the great Wino. And metal, you know what metal does. It will prevail.
Metal will prevail. And it just did.
It sure as hell did.
It has all night.